What's up, friends? Coming to you after a heartbreaking, brutal, disappointing, I could keep going on loss of the Denver Broncos, losing by 1 point to the Seattle Seahawks. And here's your 4 biggest takeaways. The first one is what happened at the end of the game. The Broncos have the ball near midfield with 3rd down and 14. They pick up 9 yards, and then the clock just ticks and ticks and ticks. They had a minute 11 before they ran that play. It ran down to 20 seconds. Nathaniel Hackett calls a timeout. They kick a 64-yard field goal, and Brandon McManus just misses. Nathaniel Hackett has some explaining to do, which I'm sure he's going to get asked about all week.
And one of the questions he's going to be asked about is discipline. Way too many penalties, Zach. You go into halftime, and you've got 5 penalties that have given the Seahawks first down. You come back out, instantly 2 more on their very first drive, and it was just one of those problems that persisted and persisted and persisted. The Broncos had so many issues with penalties, and it's one of those things that you kind of think is going to come up in the first game of the season, but it affected the Broncos significantly more than it affected the Seahawks.
Both of those were gut punches. This next one, probably even a little lower of a punch. You have the ball on the 1-yard line, Melvin Gordon fumbles. Then you have the ball again on the 1-yard line, Javonte Williams fumbles. Then you have the ball on the 3-yard line. All of these in the second half, by the way. And then you get Courtland Sutton on a penalty. Your 3 big-time playmakers outside of Jerry Jeudy all have huge mistakes in the red zone. In those 3 series, Broncos come away with 3 points because they had to kick a field goal after that Courtland Sutton penalty.
And so the big question is, what about Russ? And Russ was awesome. What more could you ask from the guy when you look at the stats? Now, there are a couple throws here and there that you say, hey, you wish you had back. But Zach, what were the stats?
29 of 42, 69% completion. You'll take that any day of the week. 340 yards, 1 touchdown, and 101.3 passer rating. No turnovers from Russ.
More than enough to win. And when you come back and you look at this and you boil it down, it's going to come down to those fumbles. Those fumbles cost you the game. You'd like to have a couple more plays here and there from Russ. You'd like to have better clock management. You'd like to have better discipline and less penalties. In the end, those fumbles cost you the game.